sort of facilitating getting these interviews in line. Like they already kind of know, she already knows like who she wants in the cabinet, but there's prep work that obviously that has to go into that. But that process, and according to my dream, is going to happen really quickly. So right after she's announced the winner, just get ready. It'll happen really quickly where she'll start the interview process for her cabinet. Um, so that is basically what I saw in my dream. I saw Kamala in my dream, and she looked just extremely happy, glowing, full. You know when somebody just glows and they have that light about them. That's how I saw her in the dream. She was smiling from ear to ear, and and in the dream, I'll just tell you that I peeked down. It was like a window was set up in her office, and I was able to look out it and see what was happening at the DNC, and her staff was there, and she's like, she looked at me in the dream, and she's like, "What do you see?" And she's smiling from ear to ear, and I said, "I see it all." I said, "This is really," I said, "This is the best view," and she goes, "Right." Okay, hello, YouTube family. How's everybody doing? Oh my God. So I had to come on today and tell you about what happened last night, right? So I had a dream. And those of you who have known me for years know that when I have a dream, you better sit down and get ready because it's going to be very telling. So I wanted to come on live. I want to talk about the dream. Of course, we're going to talk about the orange guy. We're going to talk about Kamala Harris and her campaign. So there's a lot to cover today, so including the dream that I had last night. So for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Christine. I am the Astro CEO. I'm a psychic medium, and I'm here. My passion is really to help business owners succeed in their business, but I also have a passion for helping those who don't have a business. And it seems like the hot topic right now, guys, is this election and what's happening. So it's hard to believe that it hasn't even been 30 days yet. Can you believe that, since Joe Biden announced that he was stepping back and not running again for election, right? It hasn't even been 30 days yet. So for those of you who need a recap, so it was on the full moon in July that Joe Biden announced that he was not running for reelection. And I'll give you the exact date here that happened. So it was the full moon in July, which was July 21st. Okay, so July 21st was a Sunday. That's when Joe Biden said, "I'm not running again." And then everything just skyrocketed from there, right? So, Kamala stepped in and started setting up her campaign. It hasn't even been 30 days yet. Okay, so I just want to remind everybody of how fast everything is happening right now. Also, just a quick reminder that on Monday, this coming Monday, which is also a full moon, August 19th, full moon, that starts the DNC, which is the Democratic National Convention. It kicks off on August 19th. And so I just wanted to let everybody know that will run for 4 days. So it'll be Monday through Thursday, and Kamala Harris giving her speech on the final night, which will be the 22nd of August. Okay, so I just wanted to put some dates in there, kind of let you know what's coming up. So I, of course, am going to watch the DNC and give you my take. But I wanted to give some of those dates to you guys and just kind of let you know what's coming up. Okay, so let's talk about the dream I had last night. So I want to share with you guys. Let me get my notes here. I actually had to get some notes so I can cover everything that I need to cover today. So, and those of you that have been working with me for a while, for years, know that when I have a dream, it's pretty accurate. It's pretty detailed. It gives me a lot of insight into what's coming, whether it be a stock market crash or airline crash, things of that nature, things happening to celebrities. When I get a message through a dream, it's very, very important. So I wanted to come on and share this important dream with you. And and psychic mediums, we all work differently. Some psychics hear things more. There's other psychic mediums that are more accurate through dreams, like myself. And there's just a sense of knowing. So we all work a little bit differently. So for me, it's always just been a sense of knowing what's coming. And then also I get messages through my dreams. So, and of course, Amazon just showed up. So hopefully that won't disturb us here. So, so anyway, back to the dream. Well, hold on. I'm going to wait for this Amazon guy to leave before I go into my psychic dream, right? So, how is everybody doing, right? So, I wanted to check in with you guys. I know that there's a lot of you out there that are still really nervous. And I want to talk about, before I get into the dream, we'll wait for this Amazon guy to deliver this package. So, what was I going to say? Okay, he's gone. What am I saying? Oh, so let me talk about while we wait for his truck to pull off. I got a couple of messages from a couple of viewers, and I want to address these concerns right off the bat. One of the questions that I got from a viewer was, is there a possibility that Kamala Harris will have an assassination attempt against her? And the concern was, she's doing some outdoor rallies. And so I had a viewer contact me and said, is there a possibility that there will be an assassination attempt on her life? And I can tell you what I'm feeling right now. The answer is no. I do not feel that. I do not sense that. That I have like a 0 probability that there will be any harm to her in terms of her being assassinated or anything like that. So no need to worry about that. The other that somebody had asked me, one of my viewers had asked, do we need to be concerned, or do we need to be worried? Do we need to be concerned that that she's going to lose this election? And I can tell you with 100% certainty, absolutely not. So for those of you that are watching and you're concerned that something's going to happen, there's going to be another ball that's going to be dropped, or something's going to happen, I just want to sort of take those worries away from you, okay? And not worry about that, okay? Don't worry that she's going to lose the election, because I can say with 100% certainty she will win, okay? So that is my psychic prediction. She will win. And I'm going to tell you about the dream in just a moment. So stop worrying about that. But what you do need to do is go vote. First thing you need to do, and this is what I had done, I checked my voter registration, and it took me less than 5 minutes. I got my computer out and I checked my voter registration, and just to make sure that nothing has changed, even though last time I checked it, everything was okay. I've never had any problems whatsoever. And I live here in Colorado. And, but just for those of you that don't know, I'm a blue dot in a red town in Colorado. I am in a red town in Colorado. So kind of feel isolated. I feel like I'm the only blue dot here in this town. So it was nice to kind of see like the other blue dots kind of popping up on YouTube and kind of coming out a little bit. So I do live in Colorado, which is a blue state, but I'm in a red town. So anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but so I had a viewer that called in and not called in, but contacted me and asked me, is there a chance that something could happen and Trump would win the presidency? And I said, absolutely not. So stop worrying about that. Don't let that enter your mind. But what you do need to do is go check your voter registration and make sure that you vote. And that's doing your part. I mean, it's not a right, it's because those voting rights can be taken away. So exercise your ability to vote. Okay. So don't get lackadaisical about it. Don't just assume that just because me as a psychic medium, I'm already predicting that Kamala is going to win and you don't have to do anything. That's not the case. You still need to do your part. You still need to vote and get out there and and help others. If somebody needs a ride or help, voting, that you step in and you do that, you do your part. So don't worry anymore that something's going to happen. Okay, I don't want you to worry, but I don't want you to get lackadaisical either. Check your voter registration. It took me less than 5 minutes. I went to my county's website because I am in a red county. I'm a red town. So I had some concerns. You start hearing things. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm like a blue dot in a red county. And I better go check my registration. And everything was fine. It took me less than 5 minutes. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you. But I want to talk about this dream that I had. All right. Um, so in the dream, uh, I saw bits and pieces of the upcoming DNC. Okay. So saw bits and pieces of what's coming. And all I can tell you guys, this DNC that's coming up, the Democratic National Convention, which starts on Monday, is going to blow everybody away. There is going to be so much excitement that just get ready, guys. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be, I don't know if you guys remember, like when Obama was running in the DNC, that happened actually here in Denver. The DNC was here in Denver, and it was just, the music was great. You could feel the electricity when that was happening. And this DNC that's coming up is going to be off the charts, because I've already saw in my dream last night. The dream that I had was last night, yesterday on August 16th, and today's the 17th. It is going to be off the charts. I got a sneak peek in my dream of what's going to be happening at the DNC, and it will blow your mind. It's going to be really good. So I'm excited about that. There is a vibe and electricity that's going to come through in the DNC. So get ready for that. So, and then typically what happens, I'm not a political expert, but basically what happens, right after the DNC is you ride on a high for a while as a candidate. You ride off of that momentum from the DNC for a little bit. She is going to continue to ride very high. She's unstoppable. The electricity, the excitement. Kamala Harris is unstoppable right now. And she is that wave, that ride, that electricity, that vibe is only going to get more intensified and stronger. So get ready for that. I don't care what the orange guy decides to throw her way. Nothing so far is sticking. He's trying to come up with names. He's calling her stupid, which she's not. She's a highly educated individual, and she is not stupid. And so everything that he's throwing at her, the name calling and things like that, and mispronouncing her name, come blah blah or something like that, he said, like nothing guys is sticking. And it's almost like she's untouchable right now, and that will continue on as we progress forward. So in the dream, I want to tell you guys right now, I already saw that she's going to win the election. I saw this last night in a dream that I had, and not only did I see her winning the election that's coming up, but I also saw her in the beginning stages of picking her cabinet members. Okay, so that comes, and again, I'm not a political expert, so but generally how this happens is right after the election in November, once the winner is determined, that winner begins the interview process for the cabinet positions. Okay, so that, I'm telling you guys right now, in my dream that I saw last night, she's already got some people that she's already picked out that she wants. She just hasn't done the interviews yet. The interviews are coming. I'm going to tell you right now, the interviews are coming, and they're going to happen really quickly right after the election. It's going to be like bam, 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 bam. We're going to be like, whoa, like this momentum, the speed, the acceleration of everything. It's going to happen really fast. So right after it's announced that she is the winner, that selection process, the interviews for the cabinet positions are going to happen really quickly. Those are already based on what I saw in my dream last night. Those the behind the scenes preparation work for those interviews has already started. I already saw it. What I saw in my dream was uh there's a woman that's working with Kamala, and I don't even know who this is because I don't know who her staff is or anything like that, but she's African American. She's a little bit on the older side. Now, she may not be older, but she looked older in the dream, more mature, and she is the one that's behind the scenes right now, sort of facilitating getting these interviews in line. Like they already kind of know, she already knows like who she wants in the cabinet, but there's prep work that obviously that has to go into that. But that process, and according to my dream, is going to happen really quickly. So right after she's announced the winner, just get ready. It'll happen really quickly where she'll start the interview process for her cabinet. Um, so that is basically what I saw in my dream. I saw Kamala in my dream, and she looked just extremely happy, glowing, full. You know when somebody just glows and they have that light about them. That's how I saw her in the dream. She was smiling from ear to ear, and and in the dream, I'll just tell you that I peeked down. It was like a window was set up in her office, and I was able to look out it and see what was happening at the DNC, and her staff was there, and she's like, she looked at me in the dream, and she's like, "What do you see?" And she's smiling from ear to ear, and I said, "I see it all." I said, "This is really," I said, "This is the best view," and she goes, "Right." So she's extremely happy. This is how she came across in my dream. Like I said, these cabinet, the fact that I saw already that the cabinet positions are going to be start to get filled very quickly after she's announced. I'm telling you right now, the feeling that I have is she will win the presidency, and things will continue to happen at record speed. So I know everything happens so fast. Like it hasn't even been 30 days since she started her campaign. So put that into perspective of all the things that have happened so far. Things are happening at lightning speed, and they'll continue that way. Okay, so wanted to share that dream with you. So that dream tells me right off the bat that things are going well. She will win the presidency, and she's going to start picking out her cabinet very, very quickly. Okay. So with that, I just want to say, I wanted to share this with you guys, a couple of dates. Okay. So y'all know that I love calendars. I'm the calendar girl. And you all know that I create, or maybe you don't know, I create these incredible calendars where I go through and I look at every single day that somebody has, and I mark it. It's either going to be a red day, a yellow day, or a green day. And these are personalized calendars that I create for clients. And I know some of you have already been asking. These go on sale. I usually put them on sale around October timeframe. They do take quite a while. Like each calendar is personalized, and I do go through every single day of the year and try to project what kind of day you're going to have. Green, yellow, or red. Okay, so. I'll make an announcement when those go on sale in October. But in the meantime, I did do a calendar for Kamala Harris, and so I'm big on calendars. I'm big on dates because I need to know. I need to plan. And little sidebar here. So for those of you that don't know, I am a veteran. And I served in the Colorado Air National Guard and the United States Air Force as an F-16 maintenance scheduler. So I was an aircraft maintenance scheduler for F-16 fighter jets. And so I have a lot to say about this whole veteran bashing thing too. I'm disgusted by it. And I'm going to keep this part of my video really short, but I'm so disgusted by it that, you know, I cannot believe that other veterans are bashing, other veterans. And I don't care what your job was in the military. I happen to have pretty high level job. I had a secret security clearance with the US government, and I worked as an aircraft maintenance scheduler for F-16 fighter jets. It doesn't matter what your job was, whether you were a cook or a photographer, or you worked out on the flight line, we all did our parts. And I'm really sick and tired of the bashing of veterans. And whether you had this title or this medal or that medal, when you put on that uniform, you represent the United States of America, and we are all equal. And I'm fed up with the whole veteran bashing thing because I am a veteran, and so is my husband. But I may save that rant for another video, but we're going to talk about calendars right now, and these things that I create, these calendars that I create. So Okay, so basically in on Monday we got the DNC kicking off, and then in September, on September 10th, we have the debate between the orange guy and Kamala Harris. Okay, so we have the debate going on. Now, just to put this into perspective, how I want you to be aware of these dates, okay? So September 10th is the debate. It's a Tuesday night. The following Monday is when early voting starts in the United States of America. So I want to put this into perspective. Less than a week after the first debate, which is September 10th, on the following Monday, on September 16th, early voting starts. Okay. So, in my opinion, it's over. I can't even imagine between now and September 16th that the orange guy is going to do something so amazing that's going to change the trajectory of this election. As a psychic medium, I say no, that, I don't care what he does. It is not happening. And I wanted to put into perspective, guys, the dates that are coming up. Literally on September 16th, which is less than a month from today, early voting starts in Pennsylvania. So mark your calendars for that. Okay. Early voting starts in about a month in Pennsylvania. And I wanted to just share this perspective with you. Let's talk about this for a second. So, in the month of September, I'm going to read off the states here. Pennsylvania, early voting starts September 16th. Virginia starts September 20th. Minnesota, September 20th. South Dakota, September 20th. Vermont, September 21st. Illinois, September 26th. Those are the states that early voting will begin in the month of September. Then we have in October, we have the state of Maine. We've got California, Montana, Nebraska, Indiana. Hold on, I lost my place. New Mexico, Ohio, Wyoming, and Arizona all have early voting that starts in October. Okay, so I wanted to put that into perspective because I am kind of obsessed with calendars and dates. That's how I got on that tangent because I was an aircraft maintenance scheduler for F-16 fighter jets, and in the military, we know how to schedule things. That's what I do. So I'm really good at, like, I love calendars, I love scheduling because I did that for a living. So my job in the military, that's how I got sidetracked. My job in the military was to basically schedule all the maintenance that needed to be done on F-16 fighter jets. And I had at any given time about 30 fighter jets that I was responsible for. And so I had to track all the maintenance on 30 different jets. And there's hundreds of thousands of parts on one jet, and you have to track all that. So I'm really good at tracking. I have a passion for it. I love calendars. So I remember when I was in the military, I had my yearly calendar, my quarterly, my monthly, my daily, and hourly calendar. So I had to issue, work orders hourly to the flight line to handle all the maintenance that need to be done. So I am obsessed with calendars, and I'm obsessed with tracking things. I guess it's in my nature. That's what I did in the military. And so, yeah, I like looking at dates. I need to know dates. I need to know what's coming up. And I wanted to share those states with you. There's a lot of states in September, literally in 1 month, that early voting is going to begin. And especially in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a battleground state, and early voting starts in less than a month. So I just kind of wanted to put it out there, guys, that I know things seem like they are happening really fast. And I just don't see how Donald Trump, the orange guy, is going to turn things around in 30 days because Pennsylvania is a major one that early voting starts on September 16th. So if you're in Pennsylvania and you're watching this, yeah, early voting starts in about a month. And so this is a moving train that is unstoppable right now. Talking about Kamala Harris, and yeah, there is a lot that's going to start happening really quickly, So yeah, I wanted to share those dates with you. But yeah, when I say this is a moving train that is moving very, very quickly, I mean, look at all the groups that are forming right now. You have the evangelicals for Kamala. You have the white guys for Kamala. You have Native Americans. And I'm Native American. You have a lot of Native Americans that are coming out that are have their own groups that are supporting Kamala Harris. And one thing that Kamala Harris said that I am excited about is she said that more Native American Indian representation is needed in government. And I wholeheartedly believe that. As a Native American, I kind of feel like the forgotten Native American, like nobody ever talks about us, like nobody ever worries about the Native American vote or anything like that. But we are the Native Americans, right? So we were here first, and we're kind of like the forgotten ones. Like nobody even thinks about us. Nobody talks about us, right? They talk evangelical vote and the Christians and the African Americans, but nobody talks about Native Americans. So I'm excited that Kamala Harris is at least recognizing that more Native American Indians need to be in the government and at higher levels representing Native Americans. So I'm excited that she mentioned that. So the other thing I want to talk about, guys, is Corey. I'm going to butcher his last name, but Corey Lewandowski. Trump just hired him yesterday, right? And it's going to have zero impact, guys. Why even, and the thing is, like, I know I'm jumping around and around because there's a lot that happened recently, but they just showed the orange guy out golfing and over at his golf club, and then the pillow guy showed up, right? It's like, dude, you got a major campaign going on. You don't have time to golf, right? Like any normal person would be like, oh shit, I ain't got time to golf. I got to go out and campaign, right? But for the orange guy, maybe it's a good thing that he is out golfing, because the more that he opens up his mouth, the more Kamala surges in the polls. Like he can't help himself. He is a sociopath. He is a narcissist. And the more that he opens up his mouth and does these, I mean, did you see him? I think it was yesterday or the day before. They had all this food out on tables outside of his golf club resort in Bedminster, right? Like this guy isn't even in touch with normal people. Like he's probably never been grocery shopping in his life like the rest of us, right? No, he's been handed everything. He has all this food laid out, the bacon, the sausage. I think he had a box of Cheerios that he said he was going to have fun with later. And like, it would have been more effective if he just went into New Jersey and went to a grocery store and talked to real people, right? Like, and maybe offer to buy somebody's groceries, right? Like connect with the people. Okay. That is your job. If you're running for president, your one and only job is to connect with people and take care of us. And he can't even do that. Like most of us haven't even been to a golf resort, right? And he had all this food out there. And then I guess the food display, whoever's brilliant idea that was, to have a food display out there is supposed to show us as Americans that, oh, the price of groceries are really high. Like, and how is that connecting with us? Like, I think you need to come visit the people, like, and see what's happening, right? Like that whole thing, whoever's idea was that, like whoever's running his campaign, stuff like that is not working at all. It is not working. Having all that food out there and the Cheerios and the milk, and what else did I see out there? The milk, the eggs, the bacon, the sausage. It's what was that supposed to do? Like, and I think it was also the same day yesterday that Kamala laid out her economic plan. Like, what's his economic plan? I mean, I think he said something about cutting energy prices in half. Like, but how, I don't know. Like, we'll see. It doesn't matter, guys. None of this is going to matter because Kamala's going to win the presidency. So my main thing is I wanted to come on today and just share my dream that I had with you, my psychic insights, and I don't want you to worry anymore. I don't want you to worry about that, but I do want you to stay involved and stay active. Make sure that your registration is up to par and that you can vote, because voting starts in about 30 days. Okay, guys. So if you have any questions, any comments, put them in the comment section. If you want to connect with me one-on-one, my website is there. You can connect with me one-on-one for a private reading. And yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for Kamala. I'm excited for what's coming, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. Trust me, guys, I'm going to be tuned in to the DNC. right? That's coming up next week. I can't wait. I got everything lined up. I got my DVR cleared out so I can record, and I got my snacks ready and my wine, and I am ready to just sit back and enjoy the DNC. We need to have a family meeting, right? So I will come on. I don't know when is a good time to come on, right? And we need to do a video and talk about the DNC. So I will do that as well and give you my insights. But so far, from what I saw, I was in Kamala's office in my dream, and she was smiling. We were going watching what was happening at the DNC, and it's going to be good, guys. It's going to be good. I can't wait. So yeah, I'll come on. We need to have another family meeting and talk about what's happening at the DNC. I can't wait. They're going to have Barack Obama there, the Clintons, Hillary and Bill Clinton, and I'm not sure who else is supposed to be there. I've been kind of out of touch. It was my birthday weekend. I was out of town, and so I've been kind of out of touch a bit. But my main thing is I wanted to come on and share this dream. So I want to let you guys know, stop worrying. Don't worry, but just be proactive and do your part. As an American, do your part and vote, and we will secure this. Okay. All right. That's all I got, guys. That was a lot. All right, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next time. All right. Take care. Bye.